Hi, this is Alex from Adult Services, and welcome to the What Do I Read Next tutorial. In this tutorial, you're going to learn about some resources that you can use to find out what type of books would I want to read next, whether it be an author, a title, or a series. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to Google Fox Lake District Library in our Google search engine, and then click on Fox Lake District Library homepage. Once we're at the Fox Lake Library homepage, you'll click on Digital Databases, scroll down on the screen until you get to No List Plus, and then click on No List Plus to enter the database. If you're from home, sign in with your 14-digit Fox Lake District Library card. So type that in the barcode box right here, 14 digits with no spaces, and click Sign In. So what can I search for in the list? I can search by author, by title. I can search by genre or keyword. I can also look at by series. And you can look at read-alikes by author, title, and series. And you'll notice throughout the No List Plus database, there'll be blue clickable text, which will bring up results. So we'll go over Novelist database. We're also going to look at fantastic fiction. So you Google fantastic fiction or type the website fantasticfiction.com. And this one's neat because it's a website that discovers different genres of fiction. So it specifically focuses on fiction. So for example, you could look up Michael Conley, and it'll bring up his series. Or you could look up just a new author or a new book and search by genre, like mysteries. So I like to actually use this one to search for authors. So again, type Michael Conley, and it'll bring up all the different searches of series that he has. Additional books to read can actually be found on our library website too. If you go to recommended reads, so you go to the Fox Lake Library homepage, click on Adults, and click on recommended reads, you will find a list that you can click on. You can click on these different lists, anything from bestsellers to cozy mystery, or you can click on the individual links too on the right-hand side of the page. And that'll bring up some titles you can look at. So once you find a title that you're interested in, you're going to open up the library catalog and type in the keyword, the title, the author. If you need a tutorial on how to use the library catalog at our website under the Adult tab, you can click on Tutorials. And then you can look at some of the different search for new books, advanced searches, placing holds. Also, if you have any questions, you can always contact the library at 847-587-0198, and the reference desk will be glad to help. Title not owned at the library, so you're searching the catalog and you still can't find what you're looking for. If you have a Fox Lake Library card, you can fill out an ILL request form, click on Other Services, and then Interlibrary Loan, and then just fill out the form. Anything that's in the red boxes you have to fill out. You type in this code down here, and then click Submit. And if the book's available, the library will contact you when it arrives and it's ready for pickup. You'll be able to schedule a curbside. So let's actually demonstrate some of these resources. To get to the Novelist Plus database, open up your web browser, type google.com, type Fox Lake District Library, enter, click on Fox Lake District Library homepage, Digital Databases, and move down on the screen until you find Novelist Plus. So let's say I wanted to look up a cozy mystery. You can do a keyword search, cozy mystery, enter, And it'll bring up a list of titles and authors that have the word Cozy Mysteries in it. If we wanted to see a little more current, I can go by date newest. It'll show what's forthcoming. And if you click on a particular title, it'll say what the title is, who the author is, what series it's part of, if there's any reviews, what genre it's part of, what subject. Let's say I was very much interested in learning more about this particular series. I can click on the series. And note by Ellery Adams. And you can see this is what book 1 is, book 2, book 3, and book 4. So we can see if we have book 1 in the series. So you would just highlight, copy, paste into the catalog, and it looks like we do. So the Secret Book and Stone Society, you click on it, and then click on Place a Hold, put your library card number in there, the last 4 digits of your PIN, and then when the book is available, we'll contact you for a curbside pickup. So that's the author, and this is part of that series. So you can copy and paste each of the individual ones. If for some reason we don't own all the books in the series, not to worry. You can always go to our home page. Other services, interlibrary loan, request form. Fill out the information for the title you're interested in, and click submit, and we'll look into it to see if we could either interlibrary loan it, or if it's something brand new, we could also look into seeing if it's something that we could buy for the collection. Or if you're just not sure and you're not finding the particular title, fill out the request form, because it'll be something that we can look into. So search the catalog first. If you're not finding what you're looking for, you just have a question, fill out the item request form for the interlibrary loan if you have a Fox Stick library card. So I would say keep a tab open with just the website so you can search the catalog. Maybe keep a section open for item request form. And then definitely keep up the Novelist Plus database. So let's say I really enjoyed reading The Secret Book and Stone Society, and I wanted to see a title read-alike. I can click on where it says title read-alike, and it'll tell me what other authors wrote books that were similar to that title, why it was similar, and if you'd like, you could even print out this list. You can click on print and you can actually print it out. Use the back button key. We can look at author read-alikes. So let's say we really like the author. You can click on author read-alikes and it'll say what authors are similar to this particular author. So let's say I wanted to research a little bit more with Catherine O'Sullivan. I could then highlight, left-click, highlight, copy, and then paste that in. Instead of using keyword, I can paste in author, right-click, paste, and search. And now I'm looking at specifically this other author that was recommended. Now, If you're curious, after a while you're starting to look through what did I look at. The nice thing is it keeps your search history. So if you click on search history, and it showed that my first thing was I was searching by just cozy mystery. Then I looked at a particular result, view result. I looked at the secret book and Sloan Society, search history. So each time you do something, it will keep it. Or you could just go back to view results and see everything. I was originally looking at cozy mystery. And then you can look back at Catherine O'Sullivan. That was one of the read-alike authors. And you could have the options to either click on an individual title, if it was something that I was interested in, click on the title and see if we own it. You can go back to the catalog. You might want to see what are maybe other books we might own by that particular author. You click copy, paste the author in here. So we do have one of the books. So I could definitely take a look at Murder on the Hook. I can see, well, what part of the series is that on? So if I go back to here, since I know the title, I can actually go to title, right click, paste. That's the author. So we're going to have to do Murder on the Hook. Okay, so let's say I wanted to look up one of the particular titles that I found. I did a search by this author, which was a similar author to the one that I was originally looking at. I pasted that into, it changes the title, Murder on the Hook, search, and it says Catherine O'Sullivan, book 2 in the series. So I want to find out, well, what is book 1, so I can get it borrowed from a nearby library. And click on that, the Colleen McCabe novels, and book 1, Foul Play. So we can read Murder on the Hook if I just want to see what it was like, and if I really like it, I can go back to book 1, and then I can look into reading book 3. So let's say that we had a specific author in mind. We'll do author, Grisham John. So you notice how it auto completes author Grisham John. You can click on John Grisham and search. It brings up a little description about who he is, what his genre is, the storylines, the books that he wrote, the different series that he's written. So let's say we were really into the Cameo Island series. You can click on Cameo Island novels. And it'll bring up the 2 in the series. So Cameo Island, book 1, June 2017. Cameo Winds, April 2020. You can click on an individual title. It'll bring a little description about what it's about, some reviews, more about this book. That'll give a little bit more information about the book, where it takes place, some of the subjects that are in there, lists and articles. So you can narrow down additional, so let's say I'm into suspenseful or like location Florida. If I start and I'm into like booksellers in Florida, and I click search, you can actually narrow down some additional searches. It'll bring some results. location Florida, bookstores, search. So it looks like this Read 'em and Eat Mysteries had something with booksellers, and so that might be one that I might want to take a look at. Okay, and you can go back, the back button. Well, let's go back to the Cameo Island a little bit. I wanted to learn more about this book. In the list and articles, recommended reads adult thrillers and suspense just for thrills. These thrillers cover a wide variety of unusual themes, characters, and locations. So, I mean, these could be similar ones that you might be interested in, like Harlan Coben or Lucy Foley. Audiobooks, whether they had an audiobook made for the particular book. Some reviews. So that's how you would search by a specific author. And if I wanted to get back to John Grisham's master list, I can click on John Grisham. And that'll bring me back to all of John Grisham's work. So let's say I wanted to see a series read-alike. I can click on series read-alike for, let's say, Cameo Wins, and it'll bring up a list. Titles and authors. You can copy and paste those in there. And just do the back button. And these are just a couple of ways you can search by author. You can click on the series. Let's say I wanted to look at the series. Jack Brigant's novels. And then I'll put them in order. Book 1, 2, and 3. Series. If we know a particular series we're interested in, we can also search by series. So let's say I'm into the Alex Cross, John Patterson, Alex Cross novels. You can search for that. And it'll bring up the Alex Cross series. Title read-alikes, author read-alikes, Along Came the Spider is the first in the series. If I was interested in that one, I can look at title read-alikes. It'll bring up a list. Or author read-alikes. And even series read-alikes. So definitely explore Novelist Plus and keep your web browser open so you can explore the catalog to see if we have it, or you can request something. Another neat tool that's similar to Novelist Plus, I'm going to open up a new tab here, Fantastic Fiction. So with this one, click on Fantastic Fiction. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And here I can browse by new authors. So let's say I wanted to check out Andrew Child, The Sentinel. This one's book 25 in the Jack Reacher series. So let's say I want to read more about the Jack Reacher series. It now brings me to Jack Reacher series by Lee Child, and then it'll put in order in a list from 1 through 25 all the books in the series. And again, you can take that particular title, highlight it, copy, paste it in the catalog, and it looks like we actually have an ebook version by Lee Child. Do an advanced search. So you can actually download the e-audiobook from the Digital Library of Illinois. And if it says available, once you sign in with your library card, you can borrow it and you can listen to it. Or if you prefer the print version, you can fill out an interlibrary loan request. So we wanted to see if we had the Sentinel. Highlight, copy, paste in the catalog. And it looks like we have a large print and a regular print, and you just place a hold if you're ready to consider having it checked out. And then we will call you when it's available. Schedule a curbside. So you get a description. Similar books by the authors. They have similar books, kind of like Novelist Plus. Places that you can actually possibly purchase the book if you're interested. You can click on Lead Child, and you can get a list of all of his books. You can browse by most popular. You can narrow it by genre, so mystery and thriller. And you can say book release dates, so like December, November, October, September. Let's say September we were interested in seeing what was released then. For Craig Johnson, you can look at that one. Next to Last Stand. Similar books. So again, another tool to take a look at the fantastic fiction. Also, go back to our website. Let's go back to our homepage. Library website. And if you click on Adults and Recommended Reads, there's a lot of different ones to look at. So like if you click on Award Winners, it'll bring up a list of some award winners that you can take a look at. If you look at Bestseller, it'll bring up some of the bestsellers. And click on Cozy Mystery, it'll bring up a list of Cozy Mystery, and then basically just type in the name of the title to see if we want to copy. Some authors. True crime. So again, definitely take a look at this also. So that's a basic overview of some of the places that you could search for to find out that next read that you are interested in. Thank you for coming to today's program on What Do I Read Next? Stay tuned for future programs on social media such as Facebook, YouTube. Check out our library website for updates, our digital newsletter, and you have a great day.